Hello everyone, I just got back from attending the 2025 Sundance Film Festival, and I saw 5 movies there, and I'm very excited to do this video where I just talk about all of them, give a little review on each, and I'm excited to delve into things. It'll be a non-spoiler review. I'm sure not many people have seen these movies. I'm hoping they all get wider releases and more people can watch them, which is why I'm making this video, because in case any of them get released, here are some upcoming movies to look out for that debuted at Sundance. I'm really excited to talk about all these, and yeah, let's get into things. The first film I saw was By Design, directed by Amanda Kramer, starring Juliette Lewis. This is a surrealist comedy about a woman who wants to be a chair, and she realizes everybody likes her better as a chair. It is a weird concept, executed even more weirdly. It is strange, it is absurd, but it's really pretty good. It's got fantastic sets, shot composition, lighting, colors, good costumes. It's a fun concept. The whole cast clearly knows what kind of movie they're making, and everyone seems very confident in what they're doing when making this film. It's very funny, a lot of great jokes, a lot of good like surreal moments. And it has some very good solid themes about how, people just want to be viewed by others, they want to be liked by others, and what they'll do to get that and fit in. And it's a weird film and not always totally on my wavelength, but for the most part, it's a lot of fun. It's a weird concept executed in a cool way. It's strange, but I definitely recommend if this pops out at some point, if something that is a surreal, wacky comedy that fully commits to its bit interests you, go see it. So I'd give By Design a 7.5 out of 10. It's a lot of fun. Next up is Lux, Lux or Luz, Luz, I don't know, but it is a Chinese film. It is about it's got 2 plot lines, one about a father trying to reconnect with his daughter, and one about a woman spending time with her older stepmother. And both these storylines use VR and tying to Chinese culture. It's a very interesting movie. I thought there's a lot of things that worked about it. Beautiful looking, amazing cinematography, fun use of directing in the VR scenes, good cast. I think it has a lot of sweet, tender moments. This one definitely struggles from too many plot lines, and it feels like a bunch of different movies crammed into one movie. Not necessarily runtime wise, but more in the sense of there's a lot going on here, and I wish they kind of made a more singular, streamlined plot line. But the tender moments are strong. It's got some good human, emotional scenes and good, likable characters. So even though it is got a little bit too much going on, it's very, very interesting, very compelling during its sweeter moments. And I enjoyed this one, so I'd give Luz a 7.5 out of 10 once again. Next up, I saw The Dating Game. This is another Chinese film. It's a documentary all about modern dating in China and how, the one baby rule affected things. There's now 30 million more men than women in China. And not only is it a cool, documentary about how that has affected things in China, it's also cool and just a very honestly relatable and universal story about men trying to date these days. Getting bad advice that makes them try to make them seem more macho and fake. Meanwhile, people are like, no, you shouldn't be like that. There's all the awkwardness of women that aren't interested in them, asking people out, trying to change who they are, embracing who they are. A lot of great moments and characters for a documentary. It really brings out the heart of all these men. And it's got some good, strong, solid themes, as well as being just a good, funny, kind of cringe-worthy documentary that's fun to watch with the crowd. It's not the most complex piece of documentary, but it is a lot of fun just watching these guys try to find love and struggle and fail at it, but learn lessons along the way. It's very enjoyable, and I definitely recommend checking it out if you're interested by this. So I would give The Dating Game an 8 out of 10. Next up is The Ugly Stepsister. This is a Norwegian body horror film that is a dark retelling of Cinderella from the perspective of her ugly stepsister, Elvira. So this is a weird movie, and it's all about, how people will do anything, how they'll hurt themselves and change their body to be considered beautiful. It's got strong themes and messages based around that, as well as being a very entertaining, compelling movie about this ugly stepsister trying to do anything to be beautiful. And it's got some crazy, wild scenes. It is very visually intense. It leans into the body horror. This is the most physically ill a movie has ever made me feel, and it all goes to service the story. It's all purposeful. It all adds to the greater narrative. But whoo boy, did not feel good in that theater for part of the runtime. But if that kind of stuff is your thing, I definitely recommend it. It is still a fun story. There's a lot of cool moments, and I just liked seeing the plot play out. The cast was great. It's a fun retelling of a classic story from a different perspectives with fun themes I think a lot of people should hear nowadays. And it's just a good, solid movie. It's Norwegian, The Ugly Stepsister. It's coming on Shudder in a couple of months, I think. So definitely check that one out. That'll be interesting. That's an 8 out of 10. But finally, I want to talk about Omaha, my final movie that I got to see at the Sundance Film Festival. This is a family drama, road trip drama about a father taking his 2 kids on a road trip. And I don't want to say anything more than that, but it's an incredibly compelling film, wonderfully well shot, fantastic performances. The lead was in Past Lives, and he's really good. But the kids are like some of the best child actors I have ever seen. They are so believable. And it's this story that not a lot of major things happen for most of the runtime. It's just enjoying or sitting through these little moments throughout the family, and sometimes they're tender and sweet, and other times they're just heartbreaking. And it all builds this kind of feeling in the back of your head of something that you might think is happening, or just like a little bit of like interesting thoughts you might have of what's going on. And it all builds up to an ending where I won't say much about it, but it's intense, and it really takes all these little moments, puts them all into context, and really, really kind of kicks you in a way. But it's very compelling, very emotional. It is a strong family drama that I would absolutely recommend. It's got great funny moments, great heartfelt moments, and just some devastating emotional moments. And all in all, it ties into a great, important, meaningful movie that I had a great time with, and is probably my favorite movie of 2025 so far. So I'd give Omaha a 9 out of 10. I hope you guys liked that video. I was so excited to talk about all of these movies, so please, please, please go check them out whenever they are released, if they are released. I had a lot of fun going to Sundance. I'm excited to review more stuff for you guys soon. So coming soon are my reviews for Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man and Dogman, hopefully this weekend. So anyways, I hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.